My name is Leela. I am 29 years old, a painter living alone in a small apartment in New York. Painting is everything to me. It's the only thing that quiets my mind and makes me feel truly alive. When I sell a painting, life feels bright. I buy fresh fruits, vegetables, good meat. I pay my rent and bills on time. I sleep deeply, proud of my work, feeling like a real artist. But when months pass with no sales, everything changes. Money disappears slowly. I eat plain bread, rice, and cheap soup. I turn lights off early to save power. I sit still in the dark, afraid to spend even a little. The rent is high, and every month it feels like a stone on my chest. 3 months went by without paying. My bank account was empty. I stopped answering calls and hid from knocks. One morning, my landlord, Mr. Harlan, came. He looked tired but firm. "Leela, you're 3 months late. I can't wait any more," he said quietly. I felt so small and ashamed. I looked at the floor and begged, "Please, just one more week. Someone is interested in my painting. I promise." He stepped inside without asking. He looked at my paintings covering the walls and sighed. "You always say this." His words hurt because they were true. He came closer. I could feel his breath. For the first time, I noticed him not just as a landlord, but as a man, his quiet eyes, his strong hands. He asked softly, "Is there another way to fix this?" My heart raced. I knew it was wrong. He had power over my home, and I was scared and lonely. A voice inside said, "Stop, this will hurt you." But in that moment, I wanted to feel close to someone, to feel seen. I didn't move away. We kissed. That night, we went to my bed. For those hours, I felt warm, safe, and wanted. The fear of rent disappeared. I thought maybe he cared about me. Morning came, and everything changed. Mr. Harlan dressed fast, didn't look at me, didn't smile. He left without a word, like the night meant nothing. I sat on the bed, wrapped in the blanket, feeling confused and empty. Did I imagine the closeness? Was it just about the rent for him? 2 days later, in the hallway, my neighbors, Mrs. Patel and Mr. Ruiz, stopped talking when they saw me. They didn't smile back. As I passed, I heard Mrs. Patel whisper, "That's her. She pays rent with her body." My legs felt weak. Tears burned my eyes. How did they know? I ran home, locked the door, and cried on the floor. That night, Mr. Harlan came again. The neighbors are talking, he said coldly. This looks bad for my reputation. You have to leave. You still owe the rent. He didn't ask how I felt. He didn't say sorry. He only cared about his name and his business. Something strong woke up inside me. I stood straight and looked into his eyes. I didn't sleep with you to pay rent, I said calmly. I did it because, in my loneliness, I liked you. But you are weak. You're scared of what people think. I packed my clothes and my paintings. I walked out of that apartment with pain in my heart, but also with a new kind of strength. 2 months later, I live in a smaller, cheaper place in Brooklyn. I paint again. The colors are bolder now. I save money little by little. I sent Mr. Harlan the old rent money by mail, not because I owe him kindness, but because I want to feel clean and free inside. One day he came to my new door with flowers. He said sorry and asked me to dinner. I looked at him for a long moment, then said, "No." I closed the door softly. Now I sleep better at night. I chose myself, my respect, and my heart. That choice set me free. Moral: when life is hard and money makes people unequal, never let anyone take your dignity. True love and real kindness come from respect, not from deals or power. Your self-respect is the most beautiful painting you will ever create. Protect it with all your heart.